All right, welcome once again to Sinbin Stream. Today in NFL doubleheader action, we start off with the Tennessee Titans at the Indianapolis Colts. And I gotta turn down my audio. Audio's working. All right, that's good to know. Wanted to check that anyways. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Didn't get to see much football. Saw the end of Bears-Ravens. Only other game going on right now is Buccaneers at Saints. No score, 6.5 to go. First quarter. Dallas, Denver also coming up at the same time. Tonight, the doubleheader will conclude with Packers at Steelers. So then Washington, KC tomorrow. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, go live. There we go. Mute. Thank you. Oh, let me get the poll going too before I forget. Best team in football versus the worst team in football, I think, since the Jets won today. Although, yeah. Well, I suppose the Jets are still the worst. All right. Yeah, rest in peace, Nick Mangold. That's sad. He had type O blood and needed a kidney transplant and couldn't find anybody, a donor. All right, so Baltimore's Ravens 30-16 over the Bears. Bills all over the Panthers 40-9. Jets squeak one out, the day that Mangold passed away, 39-38 over the Bengals. Texans 26, Niners 15. That's a little bit of an upset. Patriots all over the Browns, 32-13. Eagles 38-20 over the Giants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 early games. Yeah. Oh, I missed Miami 34, Atlanta 10. Wow. Wait, that was okay. All right. Well, we're set to kick this one off at any rate. Again, and don't forget to vote in the poll for the Titans or the Colts. Yeah, unfortunately, I know I didn't get. I'm in the Chicago suburbs, so I didn't get the. Didn't get the Broncos or Cowboys Broncos, but here we are with the other game. Hope you enjoy the live stream. Kick is in the air by Sly. Bounces taken inside the 5, up the near numbers by the Colts, right to left, outside the 20, short of the 25, and they'll have 1st and 10 coming up. Got the Bart Starr jersey ready for tonight in honor of the last Packers quarterback to get a win in Pittsburgh 55 years ago in 1970. Insane. Yeah, no, it's fine. It was either that or do hockey or Bucks Saints. Handoff to the left side. Taylor gets free and he gets a 1st down and out near the 35. It looked like it was going to be a short gain. Instead, he gets a first down. And thank you, Hilltime Sports. I got to fix my graphic. Sorry I didn't get to see more of the Eagles Giants game. We were out for a late lunch. If you're looking for Eagles live streams, hit up Hilltime Sports. Does a great job. All right, receiver in motion in shotgun. Jones back to pass, throws down the right sideline, wide open, caught inside the 50 into Titans territory for another first down. 14:02 to go. Whoops, let me get the live play-by-play and the box score up. Ah, there we go. And here's the box score. Yeah, we went out for sushi. I haven't had sushi in a while. I had eel. I think it might have been cooked, though. All right, handoff, or fake the handoff. Jones back to throw. Left side, incomplete. 2nd and 10 at 13:27. Yeah, so your brother's a Titans fan, right? Yeah, I know. Everybody. Well, I would have had competition from Perna. I've got Red Zone up. Looks like the Cowboys just got a pick. Mo Picks. 2nd and 10 from the Titans. 47. Throw over the middle. Caught inside the 30 for another Colt first down. So the first two catches were by Pierce. And this one was... All right, what's with the box score? They're way behind on ESPN. Awesome. Number 1 had the last catch for the Colts. Sorry, don't know my Downs. He's number 1. All right, 1st and 10, under 12:50 to go, first quarter. And Jones takes a timeout. Play clock was going down. Bucks are deep in their own territory. They got a gain at 2, bring it up 2nd and 8. All right, quick timeout there. Oh, is he rooting for the tank? He wants to get the number 1 pick, I take it. Gotcha. Yeah, Hilltime. Have a good day at work, man. Thanks for being here. You do good work on your Hilltime Sports channel. All right, Pierce is number 14. He's split out far sideline. I almost said Danny Dimes. Daniel Jones under center. Back to pass. No pass rush. Down the right sideline. Dropped. Might have been knocked away by the defender. 84 the target. Warren. So 2nd and 10 Colts. And let's try to refresh. There, we refreshed the ESPN box, and now it seems to be updating. Yeah, Warren's first target. All right, 2nd and 10, 12:40 to go, first quarter. From the 29, shotgun, back to pass. Jones over the middle. It's caught, and then a dive forward for the first down. That was Downs, number 1. All right, looks like, yeah, Cowboys have the ball after that interception. Still no score, I believe. Here, we can scroll up here. Yeah, no score in any the 305 or the 325 games yet. All right, in shotgun from the 18.5. Fake the end around. Back to now he drops it off. Short of the line of scrimmage, and that's going to lose, I don't know, 8 or 9 yards. This is going to be second and long. Nowhere to cut it upfield. Let's see. I guess I'm going to have to refresh. Nope, they're slow. This is second and long. That was about an 8 or a 9 yard loss, depending on the spot. They threw it behind the line of scrimmage, and the receiver tried to bring it from the near side to the far side. Oh, come on, Broncos. Actually want you to beat the Cowboys. Cowboys are driving. All right, it's actually 2nd and 18. In shotgun, 3 receivers to the near side. Back to pass. 4-man rush. Flushed out of the pocket toward the far sideline. He takes off. And that's going to be no gain at best at 11:02. It's going to be 3rd and long. Under 11 minutes to go, first quarter. Oh, they have a much lighter blue for the Titans. I went with their dark blue. That's fine. Oh, yeah, I see. I guess I could go with that lighter blue. They're in white. All right, he did lose 1, so 3rd and 19 from the Titan 28-yard line. In shotgun, I think he has Taylor with him. 2 receivers each side. 2 seconds. 1. Did they get the playoff? I guess no flag. Back to pass. Jones delivers. Caught for maybe a yard or 2 near the 25. This will bring up 4th and long, and likely the field goal unit will take the field. All right, bend but don't break defense by Tennessee there. 10 minutes to go. First quarter. Badgley will head out for a field goal attempt. 43-yard attempt. Snap, hold, kick is right down the middle and good at 9:43. Colts get on the board on their first drive and lead 3-0, and will be kicking off following a timeout. All right. Let's see. Cowboys broken up incomplete in the end zone for who was that? Pickens. Checking on red zone. All right, let me put a lighter Titans color since they're in their white, lighter blue. And we got an injured Bronco on defense. Can't see the number, but yeah, I don't know. I won't guess. All right, let's change the Titans color here. Go with that lighter blue they call Titans blue. Okay, nope, that's the Titans red. Navy. Oh, okay, here's the blue. My bad. Definitely don't want red. All right, yeah, we'll go with that. That looks better. All right, now we're set. They don't look almost identical. All right, I'm going to get a little extra water. I'll be right back. Oh, excuse me. Close enough. I don't know. Sleeves aren't cooperating. All right, come on. There we go. All right, let's check out the poll. We got to vote for the Titans. Probably Hill time rooting against his brother. Bucks have a 3rd and 2 from their own 39. Doesn't look like they got it. That game is still scoreless. All right, Colts about to kick it off after the 43-yard field goal by Badgley. Up holding on the Saints, so the Bucks will get a first down. Kick is in the air in Indianapolis. Return from the 7 up the near numbers. Now the hash marks to the outside numbers, sideline and out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it. Titans 1st and 10, 9:36 to go. First quarter. All right. Yeah, so 1st and 10 for the Saints. Oh, we got a flag on the return. All right, well, what's the call here? Flag on the Cowboys. They had false start at like the 1 yard line. Illegal blindside block against the Titans. So 50. Was it 55? I thought he said 56. Where did this happen? I missed it. It was near the out of bounds play. Dak throws to the end zone, incomplete on 3rd and goal. All right, 1st and 10 from the Titan zone 15. Toss play to the near sideline. Pollard, no gain. 2nd and 10. Under 9.5 to go. Sometimes my clock, I just notice, skips some numbers, I think. Or it's just I'm noticing it on the recording software. 9:05 to go, first quarter. All right, Ward in shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to the far side. Back to throw, looking, flushed out of the pocket, throws, tipped at the line, and should be incomplete. 8:48. He did everything he could to avoid a sack there. I think the Pollard was in the vicinity, and it just the Colts defender tipped it away. Ward was about to get sacked. Let's see, who tipped it? Yeah, Stewart, number 90, batted it down. So even if Pollard wasn't in the vicinity, they avoided the intentional grounding because the defender hit it. 4 on the play clock in shotgun, 3 receivers far side, back to pass, throws down the middle, caught for the first down for the Titans, 1st and 10. All right, let's refresh here. Why does it say 3rd? Are they that far behind? Yeah. All right. All right, we'll check later. The play-by-play seems slow too. All right. Handoff. Pollard up the near numbers, pushing out for another first down for the Titans. 7:55 to go. Nice carry by Pollard. Followed the blockers to the outside, cut it back in, and got enough for the first down. They were at the 35. Now they're getting close to midfield, about the 47. 7.5 to go, first quarter. Yeah, from the 47, near hash mark. Two receivers far side, a receiver in motion. Handoff to Pollard. Far hash mark. The pile pushes out near the 50. It's going to be at least 2nd and 7, depending on the spot. Might be 2nd and 8. Let's get that receiver on the first down. Dyke. 21 yards to the 36. Was that it? Yeah. All right. Seriously, I got to refresh this. Yeah, Dyke with one catch for 21 yards. That's number 17. All right, it is 2nd and 8 from their own 49. Ward hands it off. That does not look like... Well, I guess it was Pollard. Gets maybe to the Colts 49. It's going to be at least 3rd and 6, depending on the spot. One of two offensive teams without an opening TD. I think it's the Jets were the other one. Jets did win today, finally. Cowboys did get a field goal. They're up 3-0. Bucks and Saints still scoreless. Those are the 3 games. You know, this game and those 2 are in progress. Third and 6, shotgun, back to pass, rushes on from the right edge, and he is sacked. 4th and long, back in their own territory. That's probably about another 6-yard loss or so there. Oh, excuse me. Actually, it wasn't the right edge. There was a blitzer. Well, the right edge got, I think, the sack, but the pressure was from a blitzer, number 23, Moore, from the secondary. It is 4th and 12. Oh, what a guess. Snap to Hecker. He moves forward. Kick is in the air. And taken at about the 7. Returned all the way to the far numbers. Far sideline past the 20. 25 pushed out of bounds and finally slowed down by someone on the sideline. 5:03 to go. 1st and 10. Colts already leading 3-0 and got the ball back after the Titans were forced to punt it away. 2nd and 10 Broncos. All right. 3rd and goal for the Bucks in New Orleans. Scoreless game. 8:20 to go. 2nd quarter. They're at the 1. Handoff. I think that's Bucky Irving. I don't think he got in. It's going to be 4th and goal from about the half-yard line. Oh, yeah, I've got that game on TV. I could go quick check that, too. Because Red Zone isn't too far behind. 4th and goal. They go for it and stuffed. So the Saints get a goal line stand at 7:23 and still we're tied at 0. Broncos on 2nd and 10 get a running play and they got the first down and more. 10-5 touchdown. Broncos lead 6-3. Yeah, I definitely need them to beat the Cowboys. Yeah, I forgot. I can just go flip over to Bucks Saints and check it instead of waiting on Red Zone. Well, I hope you're having a great Sunday around the world. Hopefully you're getting your week off to a good start if it's already Monday. Hope to see you for tonight's game, Packers at Steelers. Extra point is good in Denver. They lead 7-3. So their offense threw an interception that led to a Cowboys field goal, but their offense answered right away. That was Harvey. It might have been an end around. I didn't actually see what the scoring play was. It was long, though. All right, still at commercial. So 7-3 Broncos, 3-0 Colts, still scoreless Bucks Saints in New Orleans thanks to a 4-down stand by the goal to go defense for the Saints. All right, Colts, Jones in shotgun with Taylor, 2 receivers to the near side, another one in motion. Handoff Taylor, left hash mark out past the 30, maybe the 31. It's going to be at least 2nd and 6 after a gain of 4. It was a toss play to Harvey. It wasn't an end around. It was just a run. That was at least 30 yards. Actually, I think it was about 40 yards because it was 2nd and 10. And the line to gain, I think, was the 30. All right, 4:35 to go, first quarter. 2nd and 6. Receiver in motion. Fake the handoff, pass to the far numbers. Caught and about a yard short. So reception of 5 yards, 3rd and 1 coming up. Yeah, man, ESPN is behind. Who had this catch? I think it was Pittman. Oh, no, here we go. I was looking at the wrong side. All right, Pittman for a gain of 5 on the catch. 3rd and 1, Colts at their own 36, far hash mark, in shotgun. He's got Taylor. He's making an adjustment. He's under center now. 2 seconds. 1. Handoff. Taylor up the middle. Looks like he just had enough for the first down for the Colts. Oh, yeah, we've got international games coming up in a few weeks. All right, clock rolling in the first quarter, 3:20 to go, 1st and 10 Colts. You know what? My Colts color looks too dark. I may have to check on that at the quarter break. Yeah, that does not look like the right blue either. Titans looks fine now. All right, tight end in motion. Jones rolls out to the far sideline on a keeper. He gets 2 or 3 and steps out of bounds. 2nd and 7 at least coming up at 2:52. All right, 2nd and 7. That scamper for 3 yards for Jones. 13-7 offensive plays for the Colts. All right, handoff. Taylor up the middle, has the first down and more inside the Titans 45, right up the middle between the hash marks. First down, Colts. Looks like the Bucks defense just got a score. There was an illegal formation. It looks like Spencer Rattler. Yeah. Oh, the ball was tipped by 98, Nelson, and he tipped it to himself and took it in for a pick 6 on a rollout pass. All right, 1st and 10. Jones back to pass, throws down the left side, caught near the numbers, and inside the 30. That's Wallen, I think, again, number 84. Yeah, Warren. He gets his first catch, I believe. Just dropped it over the linebacker and in front of the safety. Good throw by Jones, and Warren went up and caught it. They're at about the 29, 1st and 10. 1:05 to go, first quarter. 7-2 first downs, Colts. Handoff Taylor right up the hash marks and inside the 19 down to the 18. So they're in the red zone. They will have to snap it once more before the end of the first quarter. All right, trying to catch up. Looks like think Dak just got sacked by the Denver defense. Yep. All right, 12 on the play clock. Just outside the 18-yard line of the Titans. About the 18 and a half. In shotgun, 2 receivers to the near side. It's a handoff to Taylor. He cuts it to the outside numbers inside the 10, the 5, and a touchdown. At 9 seconds to go, first quarter. Taylor on an 18-yard touchdown run. Yeah, the Titans defense has little answer for Taylor. At least 1 missed tackle and maybe 2. 9 seconds to go. They'll go for the extra point. Yeah, I'll try to see if I can lighten up that Colts color a little bit too. Extra points right down the middle and good. 10-0 Colts as we get close to the end of the first quarter. Let's see. Who started with the ball again? Oh, yeah, the Colts. This is, yeah. So Titans will get the ball second half. All right, let's check in on Bucks Saints. 7-0 Bucks on the pick six. 6:41 to go. They're about to kick it off. It's into the end zone. Saints bobble it. They'll return it up the near numbers near the 20. They're advertising for the World Series game. I swear they don't even have the time up. Just says tomorrow, game 3. Blue Jays, Dodgers, Fox. Didn't say when. I assume it's 7 Central. All right, let's get back to Titans Colts. Returned up to the 30. My bad. 3 seconds to go. 1st and 10, Titans. Yeah, I shouldn't have checked. It was a short break. Yeah, the return was up the near numbers, bounced. Yeah. I think that's, who is that? Number 17. Dyke did the kick return. All right, 1st and 10, Titans trailing by 10. They mark them at their own 31. Handoff, Pollard gets out to the 35. That should be 2nd and 6 when we start the second quarter. So let me fix the clock. I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be right back as well. 10-0 Colts after 1. All right, please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you're new, welcome. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. Clicking like and or subscribe does help with getting YouTube to recommend us to other potential viewers and helps with growing the channel. And I thank you all very much for your support and continued support. All right, we'll have to remember to switch to the second quarter when the time comes. It is, oh, they called 2nd and 5. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll leave the box score up there. I'll be right back. Broncos are already in the red zone. They got maybe a 2nd and 1 coming up. All right, I'll be right back. Commercial. 6-1 record, best 7-game stretch since I didn't read it quick enough. All right, somebody from the Titans heading to the locker room. Looked like number 39. All right, Cam Ward. Back to pass, throws it over the middle, caught for the first down by Dyke, and he's hammered down near the sideline in Colts territory. 1st and 10 coming up for the Tennessee Titans. Oh, Broncos, Franklin, 3rd receiving touchdown this season. They're kicking the extra point. And it's good by Will Lutz. So 14-3 Denver. All right, Dyke split out wide to the far side. In shotgun, Ward. He has Pollard behind him, though. 1st and 10. Bobbled the snap. Disaster. Wanted to hand it off. Runs it. Should have thrown it away. And gets taken down for a loss back at the 49-yard line. Just throw that out of bounds. There's no reason to take the lower body hit there. And he took a shot. Yeah, the snap went off his hands in the air. Pollard tried to help him secure it, or was going to take it himself, and ended up going for a loss. He should have at 2nd and 13, a 3-yard loss. He should have just thrown it out of bounds. He was outside the pocket. 13-33, second quarter. In shotgun. Bunched formation. 2 receivers near side. Back to pass. Looking. Has time, but flushed out of the pocket. Diving tackle, no good. Caught by number 2 at the 41, and they're going to say he was down. Colts think he fumbled it. It's going to be 3rd down. Let's see how much to go, though. Oh, yeah, I got to go 2nd quarter. Oh, he did fumble it. I'm surprised they said they were trying to say he was down, but looked like the Titans recovered it anyways. They're saying 3rd and 6 on CBS. Ward in shotgun, 3 receivers, Dyke in motion, so 2 to each side. Back to pass, looking, has time, steps up in the pocket. He keeps it, and it gets hit near the 40, and we got a flag on the play as well at 12:24. Let's see what they call here. All right, what's the call here? Offsetting holding penalties. So we'll redo 3rd and 6. At 12:24 in the second quarter. Looked like 55 held as Ward just escaped the pocket, and then 43 held 85 in the route. So we'll redo 3rd and 6. Clock rolling. Under 12:10 to go. In shotgun. It's a handoff to 2 at the 40, 30, 35, 20, 15, 10. Was he out of bounds? Where was he out of bounds? They're going to say at the 2, 1st and goal. And yes, I realized I got the numbers on a sequence there on my call. My bad. A run to the outside. Who is this number 2? I think he had Spears. A 41-yard carry on 3rd and 6. And it looks like he definitely was out of bounds. He made a dive for the pylon, but he was definitely out of bounds. Oh, they didn't get the play clock reset after that huge gain. They're going to take a timeout to avoid the delay a game penalty. Yeah, I'm surprised. Like, the play clock seemed to go down pretty quick. So each team has used a timeout. Both have 2 remaining in the first half, second quarter. 11:19 to go. Titans threatening to score here and cut into this 10-point lead for the Colts. Hey, Sinbin admin. Love you. Do you need help bringing stuff in? Okay. I wonder if they're going to review this. All right, got to remember that name, though. Spears, number 2. All right. They actually marked him at the 1. I guess that's where the ball was when he stepped out. Ward keeps it, rolls out to the far side, finds a target in the end zone for the touchdown. That's Helm, number 84, I believe. Is that his first target? Probably. And the Titans get on the board. 10-6 Colts. 11-14. Yeah, nobody came with him. He was wide open. Helm, 84. All right. We'll have the extra point attempt here. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up through the uprights and good. 10-7 Colts as the Titans get on the board. Good catch by Helm. Ward put it just a tick behind him. But 1 catch, 1 yard, 1 touchdown, the long, and 1 target. So aces wild for, or 5 aces for Gunnar Helm there. All right, yeah, and I forgot. Who's their kicker again? Joey Sly. Yeah, Michael Badgley. Badgley made a 43-yarder and the extra point. Touchdown run by Jonathan Taylor. For the Colts. Touchdown catch by Helm, but it was set up by Spears' 41-yard run on 3rd and 6. Took it down to the 1. All right, Dak back to throw. Short catch. Nope, out of bounds. 2nd and 10. It would have only been like a yard if he had secured it. They're still in the first quarter. Holy cow. That game started at the same time as this one. And we have the same amount of points. Just their 14-3 Broncos. Oh, let's get a quick check on Bucks Saints real quick. Oh, they're at a commercial. Still 7-0 Bucks on that short pick 6. Saints have the ball with 1:48 to go in the second quarter. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. 1st and 10. Saints are at their own 34. Shotgun. Rattler back to throw. Completes it for a first down near the... Oh, now they say a fumble. He wasn't down. And a fumble 6 to match their pick 6. I'm sure they'll review this. They let it play out. It was Winfield on the touchdown. Dak keeps it. There's a flag on 3rd down. Well, it looks like the Saints are going to be down 14-0. That looks like a Fumble 6. All right, kickoff return up the far numbers to about the 30 for the Colts, where they'll take over 1st and 10 in their own territory, leading by 3 after the kickoff. Oh, I forgot to change the color for the Colts. It looks a little dark. Mike McCoy, the Titans interim head coach, against Shane Steichen, the Colts head coach. All right, 1st and 10 for the Colts. Back to pass. Jones completes it. It looks like Pittman for the first down near the 39. 11 minutes to go. Second quarter. He faked the handoff to Taylor and then hit Pittman between the far numbers and the far hash mark. Colts in the huddle. Now they're lined up. Receiver in motion. Handoff to Taylor. Far numbers. Or near numbers, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3. About 3 yards. 2nd and 7 coming up. Here, let's look up the Indianapolis Colts colors again. That doesn't look right. Color code. Let's see if we can do this. I'll get it. Let's see. Speed blue and gray. All right, we'll look into this later. I think that's the color I have. It looks brighter on CBS today. All right, shotgun to Jones, back to pass, over the middle, tipped up in the air by Pittman to himself, and he caught it between some other defenders. 1st and 10 inside the Titans 35. Yeah, he tipped it. It like hit his helmet, and then he got it before the defenders could tackle him. It's not pass interference if you've already tipped the ball, Pittman. It looked like that's what he was signaling, or maybe he was just celebrating his tip catch. I have no idea. Actually, they're at the 44. My mistake. Shotgun, back to pass. Plenty of time. Dumps it off to Taylor, near sideline. Gets it to the 40 for about a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up as we approach 9 minutes to go. 8:57. All right, let me slow my clock a little. 8:52. All right, there we go. 2nd and 7 at the Titans 40. $156-99 total yards. Actually, it's 2nd and 7. They're at the 41. My mistake. Shotgun, back to pass. Dumps it off. Caught inside the 30. Fell down near the 20. That's Warren. Yeah, it was a little short, like tight end screen or flat pass, and he took it down near the red zone. Little dump off. It was like a design screen. He had 2 men lined up. How is that one guy not illegally downfield before he caught the ball? I mean, I know it was behind the line of scrimmage, but that one guy was out pretty far. All right, they're at the 21, not in the red zone yet. Back to pass. Jones down the left sideline. Oh, my gosh, what a catch with DPI for the touchdown. I think that was Pittman again. At 7:44, they'll decline the penalty, and it's 16-7 Colts. I mean, unless on the outside chance this is OPI. Holy cow, how did he make that catch? Towards the far pylon. The Colts are going left to right this quarter. He caught it on his shoulder and like one-armed it. It was incredible. I still can't believe what I saw. I'm in shock. Oh, they already showed the replay. Sorry. Love him. Nice outfit. Here's the extra point. Snap, hold, kick is through the uprights and good. 17-7. Colts answer in a hurry. Oh, my bad. I forgot to take the flag icon or label down. Wow. What a catch. All right. I guess they wiped that fumble 6 off the board. I didn't see what happened in Tampa, and it looks like the Bucs just turned the ball. I'm sorry, in New Orleans. I thought the Bucs had a fumble 6 to go with their pick 6, but they must have reviewed it, and I wonder how they overruled it. Sure seemed like it was a legitimate fumble. 3 turnovers on the Saints, and the Bucs just got their first one. Looks like Young recovered it on the fumble. Yeah, Rattler in shotgun at the Tampa 45. And they get a, let's see, what do they call there? All right, well, let's get back so we don't miss anything in Titans Colts here. Still 14-3 Broncos in Denver over the Cowboys. We're under a minute to go in New Orleans. 42 seconds to go. Crawshaw going to have to kick it out of his own end zone as they're sent the punting unit on. Yeah, from about the 1. Bounced. Out of bounds. The Cowboys will have it at their own 41. 13:44 to go in the second. 2nd and 2 for the Saints. We're still at commercial for Titans Colts. Shotgun, Rattler back to pass. Rush is on, and he's taken down for a sack. Going to be 3rd and, well, at least 7. That looked like about a 5-yard loss. Did they use their last timeout? Yeah, what a catch by Pittman. Unbelievable. If you get a chance and you haven't seen it yet, check the highlights out. He's already got 6 TDs this year. That ties his career high, season high. Returned by Dyke out of bounds at 7:40 on the far sideline. We'll see where the Titans take over 1st and 10. All right. Oh, my red zone froze a little bit there. Saints ball is actually 3rd and 10 at the Bucs 45. That was a bigger loss than it looked like. All right. Ward fakes the handoff. Under pressure, rolls to the far sideline. Thrown incomplete on the far sideline. Intended target looked like 11, and that is Van Jefferson. Yeah, that name sounds familiar. 7:34 to go, 2nd and 10. They're at their own 31. Did the Saints pick it up, or did they fumble again? Jeepers. Might have been Kamara. And Kamara looks shaken up a little bit, too. All right, Ward back to pass. Dumps it off to Dyke. He gets maybe 1 or 2 to the near side numbers. Well, hold on. We got a flag as well at 7:29. I think the Titans are backing up, so this is going to be a choice for the Colts, either 3rd and 8 or 2nd and long. All right. Pass interference. They declined it. Yeah, I guess that's the only Colts blue I've got. I don't. This one looks a little lighter. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it. It does look a little. It looks like it should be brighter, but all right. So they declined it. Wait? No, they didn't decline it. They took it. 2nd and 20. 10-yard penalty for OPI. So somebody blocking early, I guess. All right, from their own 21, 2nd and 23, receivers to the near side, caught at the 26 for about a gain of 7, 3rd and long. Going to be about 3rd and 13. We're under 7 minutes to go, second quarter. All right. Actually, 3rd and 14. They only gave him a gain of 6. That was Io Manor on the catch. Back to pass, throws downfield, had a guy wide open and overshot him by about 5 yards. Oh my goodness, that would have been a touchdown if Ward could have just reined it in a little. Io Manor was the intended target again. He had the coverage beat. He was at the Colts 40 and ran forward to the 35. I guess Ward thought he should have kept going deep. He was not happy. 4th and 14. The punting unit is on the field. They kick it away. Taken at the 25, returned up the near hash, and labeled at the 37. 1st and 10 for Jones and the rest of the Indianapolis offense. 1st and 10. All right, Cowboys at the just inside the Broncos 30. Dak back to throw towards the end zone and caught out of bounds by CeeDee Lamb. Yep. Was like a yard too far out to the sideline or out of bounds. He actually had 1 foot in, the left foot, and the right foot was out. And his left foot was like the outside leg. The right foot was foot to the outside, and the left leg was bent, so he couldn't get the knee down or the leg down. Handoff up the middle. Dallas will have a 3rd and 6 at least. Let's check in on the Bucks real quick. Nope, they're at commercial as well. I've got Red Zone on the tablet. That's what I was watching. Cowboys, Broncos. Lena, or Sinbin admin if you were looking. Sorry. That's what I was. Yeah, 2 of the 3 games at commercial right now. Oh, that's right. It's Colts ball, 1st and 10. Forgot to fix it. Did the Cowboys pick up the first down? Yeah, Pickens on the catch for the first down against PS2. Hucker punts it 49 yards to the 24, returned by Gold 13 yards to the 37. Handoff down to the 10, 2nd and a long 3. Oh, Bucks are up 7-3 on the Saints at halftime. Could be much worse. Looks like their fumble 6 was overruled. They had a pick 6, thought they had a fumble 6, but must have gotten overturned. All right. Back to pass. Pressure on. Caught. Nope. Incomplete. Pittman, the intended target. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Colts offense. We got a flag on the Cowboys' last play. Yeah, we had a false start on the Cowboys. First 3 possessions, field goal, TD for the Colts. Leading by 10, 2nd and 10. 3 receivers bunched to the far side. In shotgun, he's got Taylor with him, I think. Back to pass, Jones down the near sideline, overshot. 14 down the right sideline. Pierce, bless you. So 3rd and 10. 6:05 to go, 3rd quarter. Sorry, 2nd quarter. My bad. Ooh, might have gotten away with a little bit of a hold by the Titans. A little bit of a jersey grab, I thought. Sometimes they call it, sometimes they don't. All right. 3 receivers bunched to the far side. He's in shotgun with one with a back. Back to pass and immediately tackled to the ground for a sack. There must have been a blitzer from the secondary. Number 21. Under 6 to go. 4th and long. And the punting unit will take to the field for the first time for the Colts. Fourth and 19, they're saying. Here's the snap. Moves forward. Kick from the 18. Ooh, did they get run into? Fair catch taken at about the 23 for the Titans. Pardon the whistle. 5:18 to go, 2nd quarter. All right, you know what? Let's try to lighten up that blue. That does look too dark for the Colts. 1 second. Let's try this again. I just don't think the normal sights are right here. But that blue doesn't really look bright enough. All right, you know what? We'll try it. Instead of copying and pasting it, we'll just type it in. 3D. Yeah, that looks a little better. It still doesn't look bright enough, but it doesn't look as dark as the other one. Let me see if I can. No, the historical. Maybe these are historical. Yeah, let me punch in this number. I think these do look like historical jerseys. So 003087. Yeah, I think they are. There we go. All right, just needed that one. That looks a little brighter. We'll go with that one today. All right, much better. That looks closer. All right, what did the Cowboys do? Well, it looks like they got a rushing touchdown up the middle. Williams, number 33. So it's 14-9 pending the conversion. They will try to kick it with Aubrey. Snap, the hold, the kick is through the uprights and good. 14-10 Broncos in Denver. Was just 14-3. And again, 7-3 halftime. Bucks over the Saints. And their fumble 6 must have been called back. That's all I can think of. Oh, that covers up Starr's name. I don't know how legible these scores are, but I'll just keep going over them. Looks like I got to refresh anyways. It doesn't look updated. Yeah. All right. We'll do that another. All right, we're good. We're good. All right, Titans ball, down by 10. Ward, handoff. Think it's Pollard for about 3 or 4 up the near hash mark. Second, we'll say 2nd and 6 at least. Yeah, handoff up the middle for the touchdown. Oh, actually, that wasn't Pollard. That was No, was it Pollard or? Yeah, we don't. Neither updated. All right. He has a deep back. He's under center. 2 receivers each side. Handoff. Yeah, that's Spears up to the 30. They'll have about a 3rd and 2.5. We'll say 3. 3rd and 3. Okay, come on, play-by-play. Why are you so far behind on NFL.com? I don't understand. Yeah, they still don't have the Titans drive up on the board yet. 3rd and 3 from their own 30. Ward and shotgun, 2 receivers each side. He does have Spears with him in the backfield in to pick up the blitz. Ward delivers a strike caught by Dyke for the first down in the near sideline. Nice catch, nice throw. Under 4 minutes to go. 1st and 10, Titans. Yeah, put it right near his helmet. He made the 2-hand catch and went out of bounds, forced out of bounds. 3:30 to go in the second quarter. At their own 46. Receiver in motion to the far side. So 3 receivers. Maybe it was a tight end. Fake the handoff. Back to pass. Could have been a hold. He keeps it. Moves forward inside the 50 and dives down to about the 46. 2nd and short. I think the officials missed a hold right up the middle, though. Dude pretty much got tackled. Ward on the keeper got tripped up on the ankle. Yeah, it looked like 90 got held for the Colts. No call. All right, they actually call it 2nd and 3 at the Colt 47. Handoff to Pollard goes nowhere. He lost a yard. 3rd and 4 coming up as they don't have to snap it again before the 2-minute warning, and they might not. You okay? I think down. I think. I'm not sure. I didn't put like for you yet. All right, 3rd and 4 from the Colts 48, and they do take it to the 2-minute warning. Well, they'll have 3rd and 4 after the 2-minute warning. Yeah, so the drive was Spears up the middle for 4, Spears to the right guard area for 3, Ward to Dyke for 16 yards and a first down at the Tennessee 46. Ward scrambled for 7 to the 47. Spears lost a yard. They still don't have the last play. But it was another yard loss, I think. Wait, 1st and 10. Oh, no, that's right. 1st and 10 made it 2nd and 3, and then the 1-yard loss on 2nd made it 3rd and 4. My bad. Yeah, so again, The 3:05 Tampa game is at halftime. Tampa 7, New Orleans 3. Or here we'll go Bucks. Bucks 7, Saints 3, halftime. 6:18 to go in Denver. They're at the Dallas 13. Nix throws, caught inside the 5, down near the 1. First and goal at the 1 for the Broncos as they approach 6 minutes to go. First half, second quarter. '60-second all-time meeting. Oh yeah, because they count the Houston Oilers in the tally for the Titans. Flag on Dallas. Still first and goal. 5:35 to go. We are coming out of the 2-minute warning. Titans have a 3rd and 4 just inside Indianapolis Colts territory. Big play in the game. They definitely got to, their defense finally got to stop and they can cut into this lead. Handoff goes nowhere for Denver. They'll have a 2nd and goal. Clock rolling, getting close. Looks like Saints Bucks just came out of halftime to start the 3rd with the kickoff. 3 receivers to the near side. Shotgun, back to pass. Looking. Dumps it off. Incomplete. He was trying to hit Pollard out of the backfield. 4th and 4. And I assume they'll have to send the punting unit out. Maybe they... No, they're... Yeah. Ward is coming off the field. 2nd and goal. Another handoff by Denver. It's stopped short, but the pile is still pushing. And they get it. No, now they mark it short. So now they decide to blow the whistle for forward progress being stopped. They haven't been so inconsistent on when they blow the whistle, the play dead, and when not. Fair catch signaled on the punt, and the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 15. Okay. There we go. After the Titans punting unit took the field. All right, Broncos now got it on 3rd and goal. All right, rush. Oh, we got pushing and shoving after the touchdown, too. Tempers flaring. 20-10 Broncos pending the extra point with 3:47. Oh, it was a direct snap, too, on the shotgun play. Don't know if Nix was even on the field. Number 12 on the touchdown. There was a flag on the touchdown, too, so we'll see what they call here. Still at commercial. There was a personal foul against the Cowboys. So, are they going to go for 2? Oh, wow. The Bucks are already in Saints territory inside the 40. White on it was a little dump off to White. Little, wide receiver screen, I guess. Or is he a running back? I forget. All right. Broncos are going for 2 because of the penalty. 2-point conversion from the 1. Nixon shotgun receiver. He keeps it looking, throws incomplete. He should have just tried to run it in. I don't know. Another flag. All right, Saints 1st and 10. Back to pass. Mayfield escapes the pocket. Throws down the field. I think caught for the first down. Looked like a legal substitution or 12 men on the field, so declined on the 2-point attempt. Yeah, first and $10. They're getting close to the red zone if they're not already there. They're at the Saints 25. Make it. All right. Finally back to Indianapolis. That was a long break. All right, shotgun, back to pass, throws, caught by Pittman out near the 30, a first down for the Colts. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining in the first half here. All right, 3 receivers to the far side. He has a back in shotgun with him. He motions Taylor out. Back to pass, Jones looking, and he is sacked back inside the 25. So second and long, more than 10 coming up. 1:11 to go, second quarter. Okay, second and I'm going to say 16. Looked like a 6-yard loss. Hey, Star Strider. He says, let's go Colts. Hey, Father Time, no worries. If you're busy, you're busy. Nope. Thanks for checking in. Jones gets out of pressure. He's back near the 10. Throws, got hit, incomplete. So 3rd and 16 coming up with 39 seconds. Again, both teams have 2 timeouts. Looks like the Bucs were close to a touchdown, but the guy dropped it leaning for the touchdown. Maybe they're going to mark him at the 1. I mean, he was trying to stretch it over the goal line. Be an interesting call there. All right. In shotgun from the 24, they hand it off to Taylor up the middle. He gets out past the 30. It will be 4th down for the Colts. And I assume that the Titans just burnt their second timeout at 32 seconds to go in the second quarter. And they are trailing by 10. Fourth and 8 at the Indy 32. 11:08 to go in New Orleans. 7-3. Bucs have a first and goal inside the 1. Mayfield back to throw. Almost picked off in the far corner. Incomplete. All right, 4th and 8. They say 34 seconds to go now. The punting unit is on the field. Here's the snap, the approach. The kick is in the air. Takes a bounce, out of bounds, near the 20. At most, like the 22. And we have 26 seconds left for the Titans to operate with and 1 timeout. Let's see if the Bucs. Mayfield, handoff up the middle, got stuffed. Didn't. Okay, can we... Oh, brother. All right, what do the Titans do? 1 timeout, back at their own 20. Yep, it's at the 20. 3 receivers to the near side. In shotgun, Ward has a back with him. It's Spears. Back to throw. Over the middle. Caught near the 47 for a first down. Do they spike it? I think they use their last timeout at 18 seconds to go. All right, they might have a chance at getting into field goal range here if they hustle. Good first play, though. Ward straight over the middle, and that was caught by Io Manor. Oh yeah. Well, but I'm watching the Packers, so I will look into Sunday night hockey. I might, depending on the matchups, I might be done with Sunday night football. We'll see. I think last week it was the Blackhawks and the other game was on NFL Network, so I didn't have any hockey to do. Thanks for the comments, Star Strider and Father Time. Shotgun back to pass, throw over the middle inside the 40. He slides down. That was Dyke. They're going to have to get up there and spike it and then send the field goal unit out, and they do. Ward spikes it with 6 seconds. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 39. Sly could attempt a what's that going to be? A 57 yarder. I think Ward wanted him to get a little closer before giving himself up, but all right, from the far hash mark, looks like the Colts took a timeout to ice the kicker. They have one left. I got to remember to reset the timeouts at half. All right, well, let's check the other games. Denver 20-10 over the Cowboys. They have the ball with 2:14 to go, second quarter. Tampa up 14-3. They did get the touchdown. 10:08, so they'll be kicking off soon. All right, Sly. The holder is there. Far hash mark, so the right hash mark as the kicker looks at the uprights. It's going to be about a 58-yarder. Here's the snap. The kick is up. It looks wide right, and it is no good. Had the distance, but not the accuracy, and the Colts will need to kneel down for 1 second here before halftime. Yeah. He had plenty of distance, but it just never came back right. I wouldn't say he sliced it right because they were on the right hash mark. He just never turned it, He pushed it wide right. Hey, hope you're having a good day too, Mac. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, the Colts might actually do a Hail Mary from the 48. Jones spikes it into the ground. Why would you line up like that? All right, halftime is upon us. Make that 17-7 Colts at half. Yeah, I hope you're feeling better. And on your way to a full recovery, Mac. And we'll check in, I'm sure, on Denver soon. All right, I can flip over to the Bucs game, too. Bucs Saints. 14-3. We just had a flag on the play, too. Oh, yeah, I can't believe... well, the game was in Houston, but the Texans beating the Niners today. Oh, yeah. I thought I had... There, forgot I had... All right, let's get this stuff to halftime real quick. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I think the Colts had the ball first. They got an opening field goal. So Titans will receive the second half kick. All right, there we go. There we go. Hope to see you for the Sunday night game 2 of the doubleheader. Packers at Steelers. We'll start the live stream about 7:15. Kickoff will be about 7:22. Still 14-3 Bucks in the third quarter in New Orleans over the Saints. 20-10 Broncos. Yeah, we'll stick with this Broncos game on Red Zone, I think. Okay, Broncos are at the Cowboy 42. Both teams have 2 timeouts. Knicks 9 of 13, 127 yards, a touchdown and a pick. Dumps it off. They're inside the 40 and out of bounds near the Cowboy 36-yard line. And that was J.K. Dobbins. He gave C.D. Lamb a handshake before heading back because he had sat down on the Cowboys bench. It's pretty funny. Is this Mitch Trubisky in a Progressive ad? Good Lord. All right, Saints have the ball, but deep in their own territory. 2nd and 16 coming up. 9:41 in the third. All right, 2nd and 4, Broncos at the Cowboy 36. Knicks back to pass. Throw. Caught. Taken out of bounds near the first down. Think they're going to give him the first down. Oh, they got the chain gang back out there? Or is that just the first down marker? Maybe that's it. No chain gang. Oh, yeah, that should be a first down. Saints just did a delay a game. Good gravy. 1st and 10 Broncos with 50 seconds to go. Second quarter. Quick pass to the left side for the receiver. And it's taken inside the 25, about the 24. Broncos use their second timeout. Saints have a 2nd and 20 from their own 5. Rattler in the end zone. Escapes the pocket. Throws. Left sideline. Caught near the original line of scrimmage. They'll have a 3rd and 10 coming up. Under 9.5 to go. Third quarter. All right, go back to the Broncos. I've already got the Saints game on TV here. All right, 3rd and 10 for the Saints. Down 11 in the third quarter, make it. Back to pass is Rattler. Steps up in the pocket. It's a keeper at the 20, taken down a yard or 2 short, but there's a flag, a bit of a high tackle. We'll see what they call here. All right, Broncos have a 2nd and 2 foul. They have 1 timeout left. Knicks back to throw. There's a penalty on the play. Throw to the end zone. Caught for the touchdown if it stands. I'm assuming this is offsides on Dallas, but if it's a hold on the Broncos, it's coming back. Bryant on the catch. Yeah, it was offside and declined, so the Broncos are up 26-10. Pending the conversion. Rattler wanted a face mask called. I guess he didn't get it. 3rd and 17 after the Saint penalty, apparently. This time they kicked the extra point, and they're up 27-10. Yeah. Because you want to be up 3 scores. If you fail, you're only up 6. If you fail to get 2, you're only up 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions at 16, so 2 possessions. So, yeah, 17 is the number to get to. All right, well, that game's almost at halftime, but, well, all right, let me get to water while I wait. All right, Saints had to send the punting unit on. So it's Bucks ball now. Oh, brother. Fans dress up really weird at Saints games, and it's Halloween time. So 39 seconds to go in Denver. All right, we got 9 votes, 56% for the Colts, 44% for the Titans. Kicked out of the end zone, so the Cowboys will have it at their 35. Flashing back to Super Bowl 12 between the Broncos and Cowboys. 27-10 win by Dallas. All right, Dak in shotgun, his own 35. Lamb in motion, so 2 to each side now. Back to pass. Pressure's on. He escapes the pocket. He gets to the 40 and slides down. They still have 2 timeouts remaining. Looks like they used one right there. They got about a 2nd and 5 coming up. Let's get back to the other game too, so I don't forget. Oh yeah, let's go over the box score too while we're at halftime. Ward is 8 for 13, 109 yards and a touchdown, took 1 sack for -6. Spears leads 4 rushes for 47 yards. Yeah, his 41-yard runs on 3rd and 6 set up their only touchdown. Looks like Pickett had enough for the first down, but he was stopped inbounds, so I think they're going to have to use their second timeout. And Pollard has 5 for 20. As a team, yeah, they're 11 for 71. Dyke has 4 catches for 69 yards. Manor, whatever, 2 for 32. Spears 1 for 7. Gunnar Helm 1 catch for 1 yard and the touchdown. Jones for the Colts, 13 of 19, 146 yards and a touchdown. Taylor has 8 carries for 72 yards and a touchdown. The touchdown was 18 yards. So they have 9 carries for 75 yards and a touchdown. Oh, Jones took 3 sacks for 16 yards. 1st and 10. Cowboys out of timeouts. Throw long over the middle, and it's intercepted. And was he down by contact? Apparently, with 14 seconds. So that should do it for the half. Pittman has 6 catches, 68 yards, a touchdown, a long of 21. Tyler Warren, 2 for 35. Josh Downs, 2 for 29. Pierce, 1 for 19. Abdullah, 1 for 3. Doolin, 1 for -8. So no turnovers yet. 1 sack for the Colts. Moore and Latu each got a half sack. Stewart and Blackman tackles for losses. Yeah, so this will be the halftime. It should be the halftime score. Dallas 10, Denver 27 halftime. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. Hold on. 3 sacks for Tennessee. McCreary, Jones, and Sweat. And an additional tackle for a loss by Barton. Okay, I'll be right back. Colts make that Joey Sly missed a 58-yarder. Michael Badgley made a 43-yarder. That's why we're at 17-7. Each quarterback threw a touchdown pass, and Taylor carried one for a touchdown for 18 yards. All right, I'll be right back. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you're new, welcome. Hope you're enjoying the live stream. Please consider hitting like and or subscribe. Doing one or both does help with getting YouTube to get recommend us to other potential viewers and helps grow the channel. And I thank you all for your support. All right, we are back. They're set to kick off. Kick is in the air. Taking up the far numbers to about the 30. 1st and 10 for the Titans. Didn't mean to cut it that close. First and 10, Tennessee. All right, back handoff. Pollard gets 2 or 3 to the outside numbers. 2nd and 7 for the Titans. $205 total yards to 174 Colts, and 14 first downs to 8 for the Titans. All right, 2nd and 7. Shotgun fake the end around. Steps up, throws to the far near sideline, and caught at the Colts 48 for a first down for the Titans. Good play. Let's see, where's my phone? Oh, my phone's at 100%. All right, we're good. Just double checking. Okonkwo was the catch, the tight end, I believe. Yeah, Okonkwo for 18 yards and a first down at the Colt 49. Handoff to Dyke for maybe a yard. 2nd and 9. 13:23 to go. Third quarter. Yeah, around the left end on a handoff for 1 yard. 13:03 second or third quarter make it. From the Colt 48. Shotgun. Looked like there was movement on the line. Caught at the 42 by Van Jefferson. And it's 3rd down. Wow, no flag on that. Looked like somebody jumped either on the Colts or a false start maybe on the Titans. No call. It's going to be about a 3rd and... I thought it was 3rd and 2. It's actually 3rd and 3. All right. Big down here. The Titans could really use a first down to get this drive going. 3rd and 3 back at the Colt 42. Near hash mark. Spears in motion. Handoff to Taylor. No, Pollard. Sorry, wrong team. No gain. It's going to be a 4th and 3. Strange play call there. Think you got to pass it there. Can't go that conservative. Would you say defense or offense is more difficult? Holy cow. Yeah, I don't know. I think defense. There's so many rules favoring the offense. I feel like the defense is at a big disadvantage. That's just my quick answer, but I'm sure there's more details. They do have to punt it away. And, it went into the end zone. No They looked like they were signaling for a fair catch, but they were fooling. Yeah, just from the penalty aspect, there's like so few plays that are beneficial to the defense. I think it's harder. 40, I guess maybe 30 years ago, maybe offense was harder. Maybe not that recent. I feel like just everything in the last 20 years minimum has been so beneficial to the offense. They've really tried to increase the scoring. Father Time says defense. Yeah, I agree. But I mean, that's just a quick gut reaction. I mean, of course, offenses are probably infinitely more complicated. If you're talking about individual assignments, then maybe it's hard for a rookie tight end and I'd say a rookie wide receiver in this league and, well, rookie quarterbacks. So maybe rookies make more of an impact on something simple, say the O-line and defense. So if you're talking experienced players, I think you got to say defense. If you're talking rookies, maybe offense. If that's a good, talking out of both sides of my mouth. But let me know your opinion, Star Strider. And again, I believe a lot of it just has to deal with the rules. It just made it more difficult to play defense by the rules. The Bucks lead 17-3 with under 3 to go in the third quarter, and the Saints just used their first timeout. Oh, speaking of timeouts, I got to reset that. There we go. Should have all 3 timeouts. There we go. Yeah, agree. But again, yeah, I think for individual rookies, maybe offense is harder to pick up. And the game is just so much faster. It takes a little bit for rookies to have the game slow down for them. Ward is 10 to 15, 133 yards and a touchdown. Not really his fault. Handoff to Taylor to the outside numbers, 35-40, 45-50, 45-40 down the sideline. He didn't go out of bounds. 5 touchdown. Wow, that was a huge run, and that might be the dagger on the game too. That just came out of nowhere. I thought for sure they were going to push him out of bounds, but no. 11-10 to go. That didn't take him long to scamper that far either. Explosive play. Yeah, that was an 80-yard touchdown run. I know the guy couldn't push him out. It was very close. He did a high wire tightrope act down the sideline and stayed in bounds. It's hard. I'm sure they'll review it, as all scoring plays are. It's just a question of, was he forced out of bounds? It's going to be a big gain if he did go out of bounds. 10 seconds it took him to go 80 yards. That's incredible, including the snap. The kick is up and good, so it was the call stand. 24-7 Colts. That was a quick answer. Wow. Yeah, well, right. The refs and just the rules makers in general. That's a good point, too. The refs call a lot of flags on the defense. I agree with that. But that was a high snap on the extra point, but they made it. Good hold by the holder. 80 yards in 10 seconds. So, and obviously he went more than 80 yards because he had to get it to the outside, and they had to, quarterback Jones has to hand it to him, and he just, holy cow. So the closest game in the 3 p.m. games is the 17-3 Saints-Bucks, or Bucks-Saints make it. And the Bucks, is Rattler out of the game? Did they put in somebody else? Did they put in Shuck? I think they did. I don't know if Rattler. Oh man, they just fumbled again, and the Bucks got it. So Shuck throws a good pass, receiver had it and fumbled it, and Winfield's running it in again on a fumble. He had one earlier overturned. but I think they had blown the play dead. Most rushing TDs in first 75 career games. Taylor has 63. The record is 21 by Tomlinson. Oh, I think his knee was down. I think this is going to be overturned. He's got the ball, hit, knee down, then it comes out. It's very close. I'm sure they called it a fumble on the field, but I don't know. We got to get back to Titans, Colts. Nope, still at commercial. Oh, for some reason my audio isn't working on the ESPN, or no, NFL Plus app. I don't know what's going on. May have to reboot my tablet at some point. Colts are in control. They'll be kicking it off here after the 80-yard touchdown run by Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, okay, Shuck is back on the field, so they must have said he was down. Or they ruled it incomplete. All right, kickoff in Indy, taken at the 3 by the Titans on the far numbers. Dyke out to the 30 and out of bounds. Near the 32 probably. All right, 1st and 10 for Cam Ward. Yeah, I don't know if Spencer Rattler got injured or just ineffective and they went with Shuck. I wasn't, paying that close attention. Oh my gosh, did they fumble again? Or no, they're showing a replay of that. No, this is the 3rd time Winfield has taken one to the house, just in case. But I think they blew it dead. All right, 1st and 10, Titans. Handoff to Pollard to the outside. That goes nowhere. Probably lost 2, 2nd and 12. I think they marked them at the 30. All right. Wow, that should be... Oh, they're going to say Winfield was down. I think he stripped... It's either a fumble or a pick. Unfortunate pick. All right, 2nd and 12. In shotgun, 3 receivers to the near side. Ward back to pass. Has to escape the pocket. Throws to the near sideline. Toe tap catch? Nope, incomplete. That was an incredible effort by Van Jefferson, but it is 3rd and 12 at 10-17. Oh, yeah. He had to jump to catch it and couldn't keep his feet in, but that was a great attempt. Ward just threw it too wide to the near side. 3rd and 12. He's 2 for 4 with 2 first downs on 3rd down. Shotgun back to pass. Near sideline. Dyke at the 30 and swarmed under. So maybe a gain of 3, 4th and 9. And they'll probably send the punting unit back out on the field. Not a lot of offense on hand for the Titans. That 41-yard run by Spears set up the 1-yard touchdown pass to Helm, and that's been about it. That was 41 of their 73 yards rushing. All right, kick is in the air. The punting unit on the field. Fair catch taken at about the 26 by the Colts, where Daniel Jones and the offense will take over 1st and 10. 9, just missed the time. 9:38 to go, 3rd quarter. 2nd and 8 for Dak and the Cowboys offense. 12 minutes to go in the 3rd. They're at the Denver 32. He has a deep back. It's a handoff up the middle. Went nowhere. 2 Broncos to snuff that out up the middle. That was Blue on the carry, number 23. All right, we gave you the halftime scores. Let's see. Still late in the third quarter, 17-3 Tampa, and they have the ball, 1:28 to go. Well, at least we got a little bit of division help. The Vikings and the Lions lost this week. CeeDee Lamb with the catch, but not enough for the first down. Down 17. I don't know. I guess a field goal would get you within 2 touchdowns, but yeah, you need 3 scores. There's still 10:52 in the third, but they're going to go for it on 4th and 2. I mean, Aubrey's got the leg, and it's in Mile High, thinner air, but maybe they don't trust the grass at Mile High. Still at commercial in the Tennessee-Indianapolis game. Dak back to throw, looking, throws near sideline. What a catch by George Pickens for the first down at about the 10. So it should be a 1st and goal for the Cowboys. Big cushion given up by the defender, at least like more than 5 yards. 3rd and 8 for the Bucks at the Saints 48 in New Orleans. Mayfield throws down the field, caught for the first down inside the 35. Oh yeah, what do we got? 152 yards rushing for Taylor on 9 carries and 2 touchdowns. So his touchdown runs were 80 and 18, so that's 78 yards. The rest of, he's still good on the rest of the carries. Handoff to Taylor. That time he goes nowhere. About a 4-yard loss back to the 22. 2nd and 14 coming up. They still say Cowboys, 1st and goal. I don't know if they reviewed that catch. Yeah, well, if they did, it's still good. Handoff up the middle. Cowboys get it down to about the 5.5, 2nd and goal. Jones throws near sideline, caught by Pittman, 35-40, and slides down for a Indy first down. 1st and 10, 8:45 to go, third quarter. 2nd and goal, Cowboys. From the 6, back to pass. Dak towards the end zone. CeeDee Lamb caught it. They're going to mark him down at the 1.5, 3rd and goal. Colts from their own 5 in motion. Handoff to Taylor between the outside to the far side hash mark and far side numbers out to about the 45. Gain of 4 to the right side, in other words. 2nd and 6 coming up. Oh, crap. And we got an injured Titan, number 37, still down. Okay, gain of 3, they said. Dak back to throw towards the end zone. Threw it behind CeeDee Lamb, but there's a flag on the play. 37 got hurt making the tackle on Taylor. Maybe somebody fell on his leg or his cleat got caught. I didn't get a good look at it. 2nd and 7 at the Colt 44 with 8:11 to go in the third. What was the call in Denver? I'm assuming it's on the Broncos. Yeah, somebody is either DPI or holding on the Broncos, number 21. So it should be 1st and goal to go at the 1. For the Cowboys. Down 17, but just under 9 to go in the third. Handoff up the middle. That's close. No indication. They're not marking it as a touchdown. 2nd and goal, but it's not much further. Yeah, he definitely was short. He put the ball over the line, but his elbow was already down before he did it. All right, the Bucks have the ball to start the 4th quarter, 17-3. Throw to the end zone, incomplete, and another DPI on that same player, number 21. We're still at commercial for the injured Titan, by the way. You're not missing anything. Bucks just dropped a easy touchdown. Maybe not an easy, but I mean, he had both hands on it. That was Egbuka. Wanted a DPI, didn't get it. 2nd and 10 for the Bucks. 1st and goal again for the Denver. Does Denver have to wait? Do the Cowboys get marked back to the 1 then? Did they lose half a yard? Handoff up the middle. They finally get the touchdown. So it'd be 27-16. Oh, that was Riley Moss with all those penalties. Yeah, definitely not PS2. All right. Oh, yeah, 2009 AFC champs for the Colts. Swing pass to the flat on the far side, taken out of bounds by Warren. It's going to be 3rd and short. Third and 3 after a pass for 4 yards. 4th and 10 for the Bucks. 52-yard field goal attempt coming up. All right. Jones in shotgun. 1 of 3 on 3rd down. From their own 48. Handoff to Taylor up the middle. He's got it. Inside the 45 of the Titans. Well, we got a late flag, though, so hold on. 7-19 might be coming back for a hold. Yep, holding on the Colts. So hold that thought. 3rd and 13 coming up. Where was this whole? Oh, yeah. Somebody turned a blitzing player from the secondary, 33. 7:01. Now I got to speed up the clock again. 3rd and 13, shotgun. Jones back to pass, looking, throws down the field inside the 20, and what a catch. Looked like there was DPI, but it didn't matter. It's a 1st and 10 for the Colts. That was 14 on the catch. That is, of course, Alec Pierce on the catch. Pretty good throw. Actually, a little bit underthrown because Pierce kind of had to slow down and wait for it. But they caught it. A good tight spiral by Jones. It's going to be 1st and 10, probably around the 11-yard line. Pierce, 2 catches for 69 yards. Back to throw. Dumped it off to Taylor, who falls forward to the 10. 2nd and 8 coming up. The line of scrimmage was the Titan 12. All right. 2 rushes, 4 passes, 64 yards on this drive. From just outside the 10, they got to get to the 2 for 1st down. Empty backfield, 3 receivers to the near side. Jones back to pass. 4-man rush, rolls to the far side, throws it out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. 3rd and 8 coming up at 5:18 to go, third quarter. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. All right, I see Taylor out there. We see Pierce out there. I didn't see who else was out for the Colts for this 3rd and 8. All right, Broncos lead by 10. They get the kick return out to the 35, 40, 45. Cut back at midfield and down at the Cowboys 46. Good return by their special teams. I think the guy that got hurt earlier for the Titans might be walking to the locker room. Maybe that was a different player. I don't know. Baker? Oh, maybe that's just happened. But no, I think that was the guy earlier. Yeah, Baker. All right. 3rd and 8 for the Colts. 3 receivers bunched to the far side. He's got Taylor in shotgun with him. And a tight end now just splits out a little bit to the near side hash mark. Shotgun, back to pass, 4-man rush. Jones rolls to the far side, throws it short and caught for the touchdown. Threw it down to about the 2 and taken in for the touchdown, Josh Jones. And it's 30-7, and we got a flag at 5:12. So, hold on. Let's see what the flag is. All right, what's the call here? Oh, defensive holding. All right, decline. So we do have a touchdown, Colts. And they will be sending out the kicking unit for the extra point attempt. Yeah, Jones on the run to the far sideline, dumped it to Downs like near the 2, and he took it in for the touchdown. 2nd receiving touchdown this season, his 9th of his career for Downs, number 1. Broncos got a field goal, so it's 30. Oh, wait a minute. No, they got a touchdown. Never mind. Or no, they called offensive pass interference. They wiped out a touchdown. Kick is up and good. 31-17 Indy. Still got 5:09 in the 3rd quarter. All right, so they called. Who'd they call? It's 3rd and 13. Obviously, Sean Payton doesn't like the call. And another throw to the end zone, and looked like Sutton dropped it. I don't really know if the Broncos broke that up or if Sutton just dropped it. Oh my gosh, that ball hit him in the chest. What more does Bo Nix have to do? Cortland Sutton, you gotta catch that. Saints are down 20-3, 12:22 to go. Back to pass is Shuck. Caught on a 3rd and 9. They are short. It'll be 4th and 2. Shaheed on the catch. And field goal try now by Will Lutz is up and good. So 30-17, 6:02 to go in the 3rd. Yeah, that game is caught up to this game. There might not be any bonus coverage to be had. As our game seemingly has slowed down, but I think it's because of a couple injuries. Incomplete on 4th down. Saints turn it over on downs. Saints have been hanging in there though. I mean, the Bucs offense hasn't been that great. They their defense got a touchdown. Oh boy, excuse me. Still that commercial in Indy. Oh my gosh. Commercial breaks taking forever. Come on. Colts scored 28 plus points in 7 of 8 games this season. Scored 28, I think it said 4 times last year. 28 plus. Kick is in the air. Titans take it at the 3 or 4. Returned up the far numbers. Now the hash marks by Dyke out to the 30, 35. Spin move to the 40, maybe the 42. Might have a flag for face mask, but probably going to end up being a holding call, more likely, on the Titans on the return, or a legal block in the back. Yep, that's what they just signaled, holding. Was very close to a face mask here at the end, though. Somebody grabbed at it, and I guess they let go right away. All right, 1st and 10 for the Titans, but they wiped out that great field position on the good return. Oh, no. Scadaboo had a major ankle injury. I didn't know that. Just saw the headline. That stinks for the Giants. All right, Cam Ward, they are down 24 here. 5:03. A lot of time to go, but they need to get touchdowns and in a hurry. And they can't give anything up more on defense. Need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions here. From their own 17. Fake the handoff, back to throw, over the middle, caught and dropped. So incomplete at 4:57, 2nd and 10. Bynum there, I think, to break it up. Target was Ayo. Yeah, he had it and turned and got popped. Alec Ayo Manor. Manor? All right, 2nd and 10. Ward in shotgun. Back to pass. Looking. Throws down the middle. Caught near the 40 and taken down. 85 for the catch. Okonkwo. 1st and 10, Titans. Oh, clock. Yeah, still rolling. 4:22 to go, 3rd quarter. From their own 40, 3 receivers bunched to the far side. He's got a deep back. Fakes the handoff, fakes the end around, back to pass, looking, throws over the middle. Okonkwo again for maybe 3, 2nd and 7 coming up. In Denver, still 30-17 with 4:38 to go, and there's a flag on the play. Dallas make that with the ball. Oh, holding on the Broncos. I didn't realize what direction Dallas was going. 3:30 or 3:33 in the third for this game in Indy. 2nd and 6. They gave Okonkwo a gain of 4. Back to pass. Throws near sideline. Did he catch it? No, incomplete. Van Jefferson, another good attempt, but throw was a little wide and too far out of bounds to get his feet in. All right, 3rd and 6, 3:20 to go in the third from about their own 43. Three of 5 on 3rd down for Ward, 2 first downs. In shotgun, 3 receivers to the near side. They're on the far hash mark. Bad snap. Ward juggled it. Has to roll out of the pocket. Throws over the middle. Short, incomplete. Intended for Van Jefferson. Another not so great snap where, Ward's just having difficulty handling it, and terrible throw on the run. 3:16 to go. I'm wondering, looks like they'll go for it. All right. From their own 43.5-yard line, they got to get to the 50. So it's really 3rd and 6.5. 3 receivers to the near side. Back to pass. Ward looking. Throws over the middle. Short up. We got incomplete, but the intended target, they got a pass interference. DPI on the Colts. This will be a 1st and 10 in Colts territory. Somebody got knocked down on the route. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I don't know. Van Jefferson got knocked down. All right, holding, not DPI, but either way, it's 5 yards and a 1st down. I think they said 35 and 23. Well, dude, it didn't matter. One of them was going to get called. Yeah. I think actually he was going, I don't know where he might have been going to Dyke, actually, and he was definitely held on the play. That was a good call by the refs. 2 penalties, 15 yards for the Colts, 3 penalties, 34 yards for the Titans. So a pitch, and did he get touched? Yeah, a gain of 1 for Spears to the far side. He got tripped up, thought he might have still been alive, and tried to keep running, but no dice. Yeah, it was a pitch play. He cut it back inside. Actually, that's a bad call. He was not touched. The guy whiffed, and he tripped over his own guy. That should have been a live ball. That was a bad call by the ref, I think. 2nd and 9 at the 50. Shotgun, 3 receivers, near side, caught at the 45 by number 5, and that is Ao Manor. So 3rd and about 4 after a gain of 5. Now, CBS says 3rd and 3. All right, 2 minutes remaining, 3rd quarter. Just inside the 45, they got to get almost to the 41. 3rd and 3. Shotgun, back to pass, looking, throws to the far sideline, incomplete. Trying to hit Van Jefferson, 1:41 to go. 4th and 3 coming up. Oh, I am so sorry. It's been a long weekend. I did sleep really well today, though, so no excuses. All right. From the Colt 45 ish, 4th and 3. Shotgun back to pass. Ward swarmed under for the sack back at the Titan 45. That's a turnover on downs at 136, and the Colts will be taken over. Do you rest Daniel Jones? If not now, maybe sometime in the fourth quarter, and Jonathan Taylor if you're Indy. Your defense is in control of this game. $99 on the sack for the Colts. That is DeForest Buckner. Three sacks. Yeah, wait. Pitch to not Taylor. Yeah, it was Taylor for like no gain, 2nd and 10. $23-3 over the Saints in Tampa. Still third quarter in Denver, 30-17. Broncos over the Cowboys. Broncos ball deep in their own territory at their like 17. Shotgun to Jones, back to throw, caught and moves forward. Not enough for the first down, but should be about a 3rd and 1. That was Pittman again to the near side. Numbers. 40 seconds to go, third quarter. So I believe they will have to snap it before the end of the third quarter. All right, at the Titan 37, Spears in motion, handoff, fake to Taylor, back to throw. Jones incomplete, intended for Pierce. 4th and 1 with 12 seconds to go. They'll probably just go for it, try to grind some clock here. They will. Oh, man, the Saints, Shuck just overthrew somebody. He would have had an easy touchdown to the near sideline. All right, 4th and 1 at the Titan 38. Taylor, the deep back. We got a bunch formation. It's a toss to Taylor. He got it towards the near sideline and out of bounds. That should be the last play of the third quarter, I believe. So 1st and 10 coming up for the Colts as we head to the fourth quarter. There, got the game in hand, 31-7. Let me fix the clock first. Excuse me. All right. All right, Saints 2nd and 10, caught at the Bucks 31. That'll bring up a 3rd and 7. And end of the third quarter in Denver. Dallas trails by 13. Only game going. Saints pick up the 3rd and 7 at the Bucks 24, but they're down 23-3 now. They must have botched the extra point or went for 2. I don't know. Under 6 to go in New Orleans. Shuck, back to pass, tipped at the line, incomplete. I'm going to refill my water. I'll be right back. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it's getting to be about that time. Got to look for the inactives for Packers Steelers in a little bit. Shuck back to pass on 2nd and 10. He's sacked between the 30 and 35. There is a flag on the play with 5:44 to go. All right. Best quarter for the Colts so far was the third. It was 17-7 at half. Now it's 31-7 after 3 quarters. I should have left the statistics up at the quarter break. My mistake. All right, back to pass. Jones completes it to the far sideline. We got a penalty flag down. It would be a Colts first down, but we'll see what the flag is for at 14:50 to go in the fourth quarter. Looks like the Saints picked up some yardage, but it's still going to be fourth down. Holding on the Titans, so it's declined. It is a first down. Oh, they still don't have the fourth yet. Believe that was a catch again for who was it? Oh, Tyler Warren. First and 10 at the Titan 19. A run by Taylor. Outside numbers 5. Trips forward. Touchdown. Wow. At 14:22, incredible run to the outside again. Taylor having himself a day. It's 37-7. 14:22 to go. Fourth quarter. Taylor to the far side, cut it up the numbers. Ran out of a tackle at the 6 and plowed into the end zone. Somebody had him around the ankle at the 6, and he ran right out of it. Snap was high. The kick is up and good. 38-7 Colts all over the Titans. It was 17-7 at half. It was briefly 10-7 in the second quarter. But it's been all Colts. Let's check in on the Saints. Get over there. Nope, that is not correct. There we go, Bucks. It was a turnover on downs. They must not have picked up that 4th and long. Yeah, Bucks running the clock out. Under 4 to go, and the Saints only have 1 timeout left. It's 23-3. Bucks. 3rd and 9 they've got. So that game is pretty much over. This game is pretty much over. The Broncos have a 3rd and 10 at the Cowboy 21. Nix back to throw. Over the middle, caught. Looks like enough for the first down by Ingram. Or do they mark him short? It would be inches. How'd they get here to start the fourth? Oh, long throw to Cortland Sutton. Wow, they said he was touched. I didn't look like it. That was a nice throw by Nix. Good catch by Cortland Sutton. Oh, sorry, we got the kickoff coming up. Make it. Handoff on 1st and 10 from the 11. Broncos get it down to the 6 or 7. Second down. That was Dobbins on the carry. Still at commercial in Indy. Oh my gosh, still pumping their shows. Clock rolling, 13-12 to go in the game in Denver. 2nd and 6 from the 7-yard line of the Cowboys. Excuse me. Nix rolls out, throws to the end zone. Caught? No, incomplete. I thought he had it. Incomplete and a flag at 12:54. Excuse me. Illegal procedure on the offense. Oh, illegal formation. Did they take it or no? Yeah, I guess they took the penalty to back him up. Kick is in the air by the Colts. Received at about the 4 by the Titans, up the near numbers. By Dyke, he gets hit and spins forward to the 25. 1st and 10 for Cam Ward and the offense for the Titans. Trailing by a lot. 4 touchdowns and a field goal. In shotgun, Nix back to pass, 3rd and 6, so they declined it. In the end zone, caught for the touchdown by Franklin. So the Broncos take a 36-17 lead early in the 4th quarter. All right, from their own 25, Cam Ward hands it off. Pollard, I believe, up the middle for 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. It was Pollard. So they gave him the 3rd and 6, declined the penalty. It would have only been a 5-yard penalty. I guess it makes sense. Extra point is coming up. The kick by Will Lutz is good. 37-17, 12:48 to go in the 4th. Fakes the handoff. Ward back to pass. Tips it up in the air. Incomplete. 3rd and 6 at 13:39. Intended target was Alec Manor. Or is it A.O. Manor? I don't know. We'll say A.O. Manor. No, Manor? I don't know. Manor? All right, 3rd and 6 from their own 29. Back to pass, Ward, 4-man rush. Over the middle, caught by Dyke. Enough for the first down. 1st and 10, Titans. Under 13.5 to go in the game. All right. Shotgun back to pass is Ward looking. Steps up in the pocket and chased down for a sack at about the 30. 2nd and long coming up. Yeah, he tried to escape the pocket, just couldn't. Oh, I forgot to go to the 4th stinking quarter. Adebawar for the Colts, I think, on the sack. All right, they say 2nd and 17, back at the 29, actually. Shotgun, Ward back to throw. Caught by Dyke at about the 42 or 43, so 3rd and manageable. Probably about 3rd and 4. As we approach 12 minutes to go. All right, just checking. 3rd and 3, they say. Let's check on the audio real quick. Under 12 to go. 1 for 3 on 3rd down for the Titans. Shotgun back to pass. Throws caught. Looks like Taylor maybe for the first down. No, I'm sorry, Pollard. I keep flipping the backs' names in my brain. Apologies. Pollard, number 20, not the other team and not Taylor. Wait, what just happened? No, I don't want that open. How do I get out of this? All right, there we go. Shotgun Pollard to the far numbers. Gets hit, taken forward. He might have enough for the first down. We'll see where they mark it. 11:05 to go, 4th quarter. 2-minute warning. Saints down 23-3. They have the ball at their own 25. Shuck in the game. Don't know if Spencer Rattler was injured or more likely just benched for ineffectiveness, and they wanted to look at Shuck. 2 receivers to the near, actually both sides. Back to pass. Ward caught and inside for the first down inside the 25 and a 1st and 10 for the Titans. Number 5, of course, that's A.O. Manor. I should try to listen sometime as they say it. All right, just inside the 25 of the Colts. 1st and 10 Titans. Back to throw. Dump off. Caught. Taken inside the 20. And they're going to mark it at the 16, 2nd and 2. Okonkwo for 8 yards. I would think they would not put Daniel Jones or Jonathan Taylor out there again, but we'll see. Ward in shotgun, 2nd and 2 at the Colt 16. That's a short 2. Throws towards the end zone, incomplete, trying to hit Van Jefferson near the pylon. 9:08, 3rd and 2, stops the clock. Cowboys are facing a 3rd and 12 at their own 44, down by 20. We got an injured Saints player in New Orleans under 57 seconds ago. It's Rashid Shaheed. He is up, and he's going to walk to the sideline or jog to the sideline under his own power. All right, 3rd and 2. Handoff. Pollard bounces it to the outside, cuts it back inside the 10, taken down near the 6 or 7 yard line. 1st and goal coming up. $8:50 to go in the game in Indianapolis. Cowboys have a 2nd and 1, just under 11 to go. Oh, they're at the Denver 30. All right, Colts 7 yard line. Titans, that play goes nowhere. It was a rush by Spears, 2nd and goal. Roughing the passer on the Broncos in the Cowboy-Bronco game. All right, in shotgun. Under 8 minutes to go. 2nd and goal from the 8. Back to pass. Titans throw. Ward incomplete in the end zone for Helm. He had the 1 yard catch for the touchdown. Low throw, but Helm had both hands on it. You got to come up with that catch for your rookie QB. That should have been a catch by Helm. Oh, the Broncos have a big return by a defensive lineman. Ward back to pass, looking, scrambling outside the 20, and he gets tripped up down at the 16. Why doesn't he just throw it away? Incomplete. I don't understand this. Took a huge loss of about 8 or 9. It's going to be 4th and goal. Just take the field goal, cut it to 28. I don't know. You had a huge loss there. The game's over, whether it's 38-10 or 38-7 or 38-14 or 38-15. All right, well, they're going for it. Back at the 16, 4th and goal, 7 minutes to go. Ward back to throw to the end zone, intercepted and taken for a touchback out of the back of the end zone. .654 to go. It'll be Colts ball. And I doubt we'll see any more Jonathan Taylor or Daniel Jones. 38 on the pick. Chris Lamons, Lammons, or Lamons. .28 seconds to go in New Orleans. They're 2nd and 10 at the Buck 32 or 31. Caught at the 15, I believe. 1st and 10. They're out of timeouts. 16 seconds to go. Back to pass. Looking. Going to have to throw it to the end zone. Incomplete, out of bounds. One more play coming up for the Saints. All right, well, we got it on red zone. We'll just watch it there. Oh, excuse me. Yep. 3 o'clock games weren't particularly close. I do appreciate you being here, though. Thanks for supporting the channel. Don't forget, we do have Packers-Steelers coming up. 7, well, we'll start about 7:15 Central. About 7:22 kickoff. Last play in New Orleans, and Shuck is sacked. That's the game. 23-3 Bucks. So that game wouldn't have been any better. Other than you got to see Shuck in relief of... oh, shoot. What was I looking for? In relief for Spencer Rattler. All right, handoff Colts. 2nd down coming up. Run to the near side. We do have the backup in Leonard, Riley Leonard. 6th round draft pick in this year, so he's a rookie out of Notre Dame. And shouldn't be any more Jonathan Taylor. That was a 2-yard carry. Broncos have the ball, under 9 to go. Keeper by Leonard. I don't know if he got anything. Maybe a yard. It's going to be third down. Six minutes to go in Indy. 1st and 10 Broncos with under 8.5 to go, up 20. And man, red zone was freezing. They're actually at the Cowboy 28. Oh, yeah, they had that big return. All right, in shotgun, 3 receivers to the near side. Leonard back to throw. Nope, dropped for incomplete pass. 5:37, that stops the clock, and that'll send the punting unit on the field for the Colts. All right, Sanchez back, punting formation. The kick is in the air. Fair catch signaled at the 32-yard line. 5.5 minutes to go. Titans ball. 1st and 10. 2nd and 12 Broncos. 8:09 to go. They're at the Cowboy 30. Leading 37-17. Catch, but not by Sutton, but not enough for the first. Wait, now it's third down? I thought that. Okay. 3rd and 4. All right, Titans ball. All right, Ward in shotgun. 1st and 10 at their own 33. Back to pass. Throws down the sideline. Incomplete. But a flag. See what the call is. Okonkwo was the intended target. It was pass interference, so it'd be 1st and 10. Trey Washington, the safety, number 41, was guilty of the DPI, defensive pass interference. Excuse me. All right. All right. From the 50. Shotgun, Ward back to throw. Near sideline, leaping attempt by Jefferson. No, incomplete, off his hands. 5:22 to go. 2nd and 10. Forgot who the Titans beat. Oh, it was that miracle comeback against the Cardinals. That's right. Shotgun, back to pass. Ward, 4-man rush. Caught over the middle by Spears. He jogs or jukes out to the near sideline and picks it up enough for the first down. 5:11 to go. After the Spears catch for the first down. All right. Shotgun, handoff to Spears. Takes it outside numbers and no gains. 2nd and 10. Got a flag in Denver. The clock is stopped at 7:18. Looks like the flag was on Denver. Yeah, DPI or OPI. Shotgun, Ward back to pass. Looking, throws down the far sideline. Catch on a great grab by Helm. Was he in bounds? I think he was. 1st and 10. Great effort by Helms to reel that one in. Pretty good throw by Ward, too, but he got it just off the fingertips. Ball just turned, and he had it. It was just like he was holding a loaf of bread, and it was actually, out of bounds, sorry, at 4:08. So I forgot. The clock stops when you go out of bounds under 5. I shouldn't have let the clock roll there. 1st and 10 at the Colt 11. Shotgun, back to pass, looking, dumps it off to Spears, and he gets tackled for a 1-yard loss. 2nd and 11 at the 12. 3:53 to go in the game. And we got a touchdown to Harvey on a throw from Nix in Denver. And they have completely blown out the Cowboys. So that game wasn't really, a little bit closer for a little longer, but that game's a blowout too. All right, in shotgun, handoff. Spears takes it to the 5, stretches forward to the 3. Should be a 3rd and 2 coming up after a 9-yard rush to the near side. All right, Will Lutz with the extra point, and it's good. 44-17 Denver. All right, they marked him down at the 4, so it's actually a 3rd and 3. In shotgun. Jefferson in motion. Now he heads back the other way to the far side. Back to throw. Back of the end zone. Incomplete. Trying to hit number 5. 4th and 3. 2:40 to go. Of course, that was A.O. Manor, the intended target. Oh, National Tight Ends Day. 10 touchdowns by tight ends today. Hopefully none by the Steelers. Hopefully a few by Kraft tonight for the Packers. Goddard had 2 himself for the Eagles. Handoff on 4th and 3. Spears leaps to the end zone. I believe he's finally in. Yeah, touchdown at 2:36. For the Titans, who get into double digits at 13. We'll see if they go for 2. Doesn't really matter. We'll see what they call, though. Touchdown, Titans. Spears, 4-yard rush. All right, they will send the kicker out for the extra point. It's up and good. 38-14, garbage time touchdown, kickoff after a break. 2:36 to go. Hopefully nobody uses any timeouts. That's right. So Fox should be done with their broadcast already because both games left are for CBS at 3:25. Can't complain too much about the time of game. All right, we'll close out the poll early. 13 votes, 62% of you were correct that the Colts would win. Again, hopefully I see you back for Packers-Steelers in about an hour. 7:22 kickoff. We'll start the stream around 7:15. All right, still have the 2-minute warning. Should hopefully be the last stoppage in this game. Dallas takes a touchback. Here's the kickoff by Tennessee. And out of the end zones for a touchback. It will be 1st and 10. for Leonard in at quarterback in relief of Daniel Jones and no more Jonathan Taylor. Let's take a look at Taylor's numbers. 12 carries, 153 yards, 2 touchdowns of 80 yards and 18 yards. Unbelievable. So 153. He's averaging 12.75 a carry. Even if you take off the 80-yard touchdown, he's at 6.6 yards per carry, even if you take away the 80-yard touchdown run. Run up the middle, no gain, 2nd and 10. That will hopefully take us down to the 2-minute warning. We'll see who carried it. Sly, of course, had the kick for the touchback. I expect this will take us to the 2-minute warning. The carry, let's see, who was that? Probably Tyler Goodson, 1 carry, no yards. All right, 2 minutes remaining. 2nd and 10 for the Colts. Hopefully we're going to be in kneel down time soon. All right, I'll be right back. All right, we're at the 2-minute warning break. Hopefully they're going to kneel down for the rest of this. Yeah, thank God. What? Colts big time over the Titans. Best team versus the worst team in the league. Yep, so the 3 o'clock games weren't very competitive, at least not for the entire game. First half of this game was close, 17-7 Colts, but it was over sometime in the 3rd quarter, unfortunately, for the Titans. But at any rate, I'm sure Packers-Steelers is going to be close. Would love a Packers blowout, but what are you going to do? Eagles' big win over the Giants, 38-20. They're showing highlights of that. All right, there's still 4:50 to go in Denver. Who is at quarterback? I don't know who that is. Just threw a dime for a touchdown to Tolbert, I believe. Yeah, I don't know who the backup quarterback for Dak is. Milton, number 10. About a 35-yard touchdown to the back of the end zone over Riley Moss. Good over-the-shoulder catch by Tolbert. Boy, I don't know. Did his left foot stay in bounds? Did he get 2 feet in? Yeah, okay. Did he have it? Did he drag it? They're going to have to confirm this. All right, Leonard in relief of Daniel Jones. Handoff up the middle. Again, really no gain. Oh, I hope they don't. It's Goodson again. Tyler Goodson. Another carry for no yards. They called it a touchdown. 44-24. Still 4:44 to go in the 4th quarter of that Dallas-Denver game. Okay, actually they gave him a gain of 2. 3rd and 8 coming up. Leonard back to throw. Almost intercepted. That stops the clock at 1:19. So I guess the punting unit has to take the field. I don't know why they didn't just run it, but whatever. Shoot, I don't. For some reason the audio is not working on my red zone. Yeah, I don't think he got his foot in. The toes were out. I don't think that should have been a Dallas touchdown, but they already kicked the extra point. All right, Sanchez is out to kick it away. Or the punting unit in punting formation. Snap, moves forward, kick in the air, and out of bounds around the 15-yard line. We'll see where they mark it. 112. Somebody in the Titans with a red bag over their face and frowny face says we stink, and it was SUCK. Yeah, 44-24 with 4:39 to go in that game. I need to get dinner. No bonus coverage of that game, as this game creeps up on the 3-hour mark. 1:12 to go. I guess they're not going to kneel down. Probably hand it off up the middle, though. They do. Not Pollard, but a gain of about 6. Should be 2nd and 4 coming up from about the 21. We got 1 minute remaining in the game. That was... Who was that? Julius Chestnut, a gain of 5. All right, fine. 2nd and 5 then. From the 20, another handoff to Chestnut. I think Ward's still out there. This was no gain or a loss. 3rd down coming up. I don't think they have to snap it again. Believe that will be the final. 38-14. Best 8-game start since 2009 at 7-1. All right, that'll do it. That's your final. Colts 38, Titans 14. Jones 21-29, 272 yards, 3 touchdowns, took 3 sacks. Leonard in for a series or 2, was 0 for 2. Taylor had 12 carries, 153 yards, 2 touchdowns, an 80-yarder and an 18-yarder. Fourth and 1 for Denver coming up. All right, Pittman led in receiving, 8 catches, 95 yards, and a touchdown. Downs had a touchdown. Taylor had a receiving touchdown and 2 rushing touchdowns. Cam Ward, 22-38, 259 yards, a touchdown, a pick, 4 sacks taken. Spears, 9 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown. He had a 41-yarder that set up the touchdown pass to Gunnar Helm, a 1-yard reception. Dyke led the, or is it DK? Chamari DK? Maybe it's DK. Yeah, I should have looked into that. Apologies. 7 catches for 93 yards. That's going to do it. Still some time on the clock for Denver, but I'm going to get some dinner and be back in 50 minutes for the start of the stream for the Packers at Steelers. There's 2.5 minutes to go in Denver. All right. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe before you head out. Sinbin Stream signing you out. Wishing you all well. Take care until next time, and bye-bye.